R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
What does that mean to you?
Let's go on an adventure. Hello and welcome to Capricious Conversations. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome back, Iz.
Thank you.
So, and kind of to follow up with our video on the 5 greatest male vocalists of all time, we have decided to come back today and talk about the 5 greatest female vocalists of all time. And this time, my boy remembered to write it down, so we're good. There's no chance of Justin Bieber showing up on this list, which I feel good about.
True.
But you had planned to put Justin on your list last time, right?
Kind of. I should have wrote it down because I think he's a great artist, but I wouldn't put him in my top 5. And I got a lot of hate afterwards. So.
There will be no hating today, and like always, mine is going to start off with somebody you don't know. So my number 5 goes to Carlene Blanton, and she is an indie chick. She's kind of folky, but she's kind of along the lines of Matthew Perryman Jones too, a little bit alternative. And she's just got this it's kind of a cross between the crooner and Motown style. So she's got this really unique sounding voice, and she's really boppy and fun and super catchy without being too sugar coated, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also a really fun songwriter. I really enjoy her stuff. But she's got this really fantastic voice that's kind of that she would be great to do something on Postmodern Jukebox.
Yeah.
Because she's just got that kind of style. So that's my number 5 is Carlene Blanton.
My number 5, the thing about me is I like different types of genre music, and so that's what I'm trying to really show in my list. So my number 5 is Dolly Parton. And I don't know.
I am surprised.
I really like her, to be honest. Her song Jolene is honestly one of my favorite songs of all time. And I loved hearing her play it live in the 70s. Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't live, but I was watching the videos of her playing it live in the 70s. Yeah. But it was that song I really like, and then her voice to me is it's really nice to listen to. And even still today, it obviously isn't the same, but
it's close.
It's close, and she still performs at a great level.
Mm-hmm. She really does, and she's one of the first songs I ever heard of hers was 9 to 5, which mm-hmm. is it went along with the movie, but so I was like, oh, that's great. And the thing about Dolly is that she has stayed true to herself the whole time, but she's one of the most successful women in country music. Yeah. She did a duet with Brad Paisley for When I Get Where I'm Going. That's one of the most beautiful songs. And I don't even really like country music that much.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I don't like it very. It's on the list of music types that I like. It's pretty low. But I still enjoy that song.
Some days on sad day you gotta listen to the sad songs, so you listen to country music.
Occasionally there are those times where I'm just really in the mood for some country. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Yeah.
So my number 4, I too I heard somebody say one time that my musical interests range from ABBA to ZZ Top. So it's it's anything. It can be, I love classical music, I love metal, I love pop, and so my number 4 is Amy Winehouse, because dang, could that girl sing.
Yeah.
A lot of her music, I wasn't, her songs in and of itself, I wasn't keen on. Mm-hmm. But you could not deny that woman had one heck of a voice.
She did. Yeah.
And she, it's so sad when you think about it, because, she had so much potential and so much talent and so much going for her, and it just, too much fame, too much power too fast, and it kind of ruined her life.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I mean, you look at, what was she, 24 when she died?
28, I feel like.
Something like that. She was in her 20s. But that was
young. That is so young.
She was only in her 20s, man. Yeah. And, think of all the things that she could have accomplished if she had still been alive. But she had one of the richest, most soulful voices on this, 90-pound white chick. And she could sing like none other. And I really enjoyed her voice.
Well, my number 4 coincides with your number 4 because when I first heard Amy Winehouse, I said, no way that is a white person. She's very soulful.
Yeah.
And I figured out, not only is she white, but she's from England.
Right, yeah.
My number 4 is Adele. First time I heard Adele, I said, no way That is a white lady. Girl. I was like, I pictured a black lady, like a, you know, big old black lady, but no, it's Adele, and she's also an English woman. And it's just like, whoa. So that's why you cannot stereotype when you listen to music.
Seriously.
But you know, sometimes we get that pictured. But I love Adele. I really do. Her in my art class in 6th grade, the teacher, we listened to 21. Like that's the only thing we listened to, and I really just love her song, and I can't wait for her new album. And her 2 singles that come off of it are really. Like, although Hello gets played way too much, it's still a great song.
I was going to say, even though, like, it may get played a lot, and it may be overplayed, but it is a good song, man.
Yeah, it's great.
And she's got that, she's, again, one of those soulful, which is so interesting to me, because you kind of, like, so many super soulful people come out of England, like, these, like, you know, upper crust white people coming out, or not upper crust, I suppose, because I guess like, but like Eric Clapton and like Led Zeppelin and Adele and Amy Winehouse, I guess none of them actually were upper crust. They were all lower class. But anyway, you get these like super soulful people doing this blues coming out of England. It kind of like it rattles your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
But speaking of soulful, my number 3. Again, maybe somebody that you've never heard of, but if you haven't, you have got to check her out. She is a Malian singer, and her name is Umu Sangare. Amazing vocalist. And she's actually done duets with, like, Alicia Keys and stuff like that. But, so she comes from a tribe called the Bamana, and so she sings in Bambara, which is their native language. But she does songs in English as well, but she just... her music and her voice is this beautiful mixture of like modern influence, but coupled with that like tribal heritage that she has, and so she kind of has this really beautiful fusion, and her voice is just incredible. Like it could melt butter. She's amazing.
That's how great it is.
Exactly.
My number 3 is probably most of you have not heard of, but her name is Selena. Not Gomez. Her last name is Selena Quintanilla, but like no one says it. Everyone just says Selena.
I'm glad you specified though, because for a second I was like, it's a repeat of last time.
No. I like Selena Gomez, but she doesn't have raw
She's not
talent.
in the top 5.
No, and
for sure.
She's a studio.
She's probably not even in the top 10.
She's studio produced. That's really what she is.
Yeah, exactly.
But Selena, I mean, this woman was amazing, and it's not the same case as Amy Winehouse because she didn't kill herself by like doing drugs. No, her manager, who was obsessed with her and loved her too much and loved the money and loved the fame too much, actually killed Selena.
Oh gosh.
Which, to be honest, I don't feel like she meant to. She had a gun, so she had purposes to hurt Selena, but she shot her right here, and that's not gonna, like, oh, that's not gonna kill you if you get shot in the shoulder. No, like, she hit an artery.
Oh,
like, exactly, there's a major artery, like, exactly just hit it. And if it would have been a millimeter higher, it wouldn't have killed her. So it's one of those things that's so sad, especially because she was gonna do she's a Spanish singer, Tejano singer, but the funny thing is she didn't actually speak Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't speak Spanish.
That's really funny.
But she sang a lot of Spanish music, and she sang it so beautifully. But she was gonna make a crossover album into English, and she has 2 songs that came off of that. But it's like, what she would have like just hit up the world with her music, English, like with it being in English, because a lot of people hear like Spanish music, it's mariachi. No, it's not. Like,
no.
But her English, like, she does have 2 songs that are in English, but she definitely would have changed the musical world, to be honest.
Although I will say, like, I love me some good mariachi music, man. Like, you get a good mariachi band, like, oh, it's so wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if it's like that kind of lovely lamp-lit kind of night, you know? With some really good mariachis and those beautiful harmonies. I love mariachi music.
Yeah.
So my number 2, kind of branching out a little bit, my number 2, you all have heard of, but it is Barbra Streisand, because, oh yes, you can't beat Babs, man. That woman has a set of pipes that are just knock you out. Like, she doesn't even need to be mic'd at any of her events. Like, she could hit the back of the room in any arena. I don't even care. Like, she's just got such a powerful voice.
Yeah.
And she's like, she has such amazing control of it. But yeah, that just amazing power. And her voice, and she seems like a lovely person by all accounts.
And she's Jewish.
She is Jewish, and that is rad.
Yeah.
Like, she made a movie specifically about Jewish heritage. It's called Yentl.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
It's really good. And actually, I think there was another one, too, because I think Funny Face might be about that as well.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
My number round 2 is Florence from Florence and the Machines.
She does have a good set of pipes.
I love her to be, like, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to her to warm up for wrestling. So, you put your earphones in your jump rope.
Pumped up?
I listened to her because then I listened to her on the bus ride there because I really, like, enjoyed her and just enjoy her music. And there hasn't been a song I've heard by her that I didn't like. Like, all of her music I just love. I love it. And it all started is when we rented the CD from the library.
I love it when you stumble upon stuff like that.
Yeah. But she's awesome, and she's getting pretty famous here now, too.
She actually is. Like, there was for a while, I would see things, and people were like, Florence versus the Machine. I was like, what? But then I heard some of their music, and now she's becoming this, like, phenomenon, which, I mean, rightly so. Her voice is really fantastic.
Yeah.
Moving on to the number 1, the creme de la creme of female vocalists. And again, I'm going Motown for my number 1. My number 1 is Aretha Franklin, cause dang, like, talk about soulful. She's smooth. She's got that power. She just, like, you listen to her voice and you're like, man, that woman could, like, command a room. Like, you don't even have to see her. You just know.
Yeah.
That she's, like, amazing and just, yeah. I love that soulful. I love Motown. That's like one of my all-time favorites. There's so much great music and great artists came out of that. And like, I could have picked any number of female artists like Diana Ross or like any of those girls that came out of Motown. But Aretha kind of like sums it up for me, man. Like she's like the queen of Motown.
For sure. She definitely is. Yeah. My number 1 is I really love Stevie Nicks. So my number 1 is Stevie Nicks. And
all right.
I like Fleetwood Mac, only the songs that she sings in.
Yeah, that's fair.
The only song, and then Edge of 17, I really love that song. But she definitely was one of those musicians too. Like if I was having a bad day, listen to her. And definitely lift my spirits up. And she's kind of weird. And she's
pretty cutting edge though, man. Like, vocally and in weirdness.
Yeah, but she's awesome. If you don't know who that is, look her up because you'll shed a tear.
And with all of these, if you don't know who any of these artists are, that is your listening assignment. You need to go check these people out.
Yeah.
Because while they may not have been your top 5, these ladies are some of the best vocalists the world has ever known, honestly. And they're just super fantastic. I mean, again, we could have picked so many people, and there were a bunch of genres that you can't fit into a top 5. That's just how it is. Because, like, there's some amazing opera singers and things like that. But, so, if you want to let us know your top 5 in the comments or on social media, please do. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thank you for sharing this video with all your friends. Let's go on an adventure.